What's growing on, gardeners? On today's 2-minute garden tip, I'm going to show you why and how to uppot your seedlings. Some seeds that are started indoors, like your lettuces and brassicas, can go outside when they only reach about 2 inches in height. So for those seedlings where you can put them outside directly when they're small, these little 1.5-inch seed cells can be just fine and no uppotting is necessary. But other transplants, like your tomatoes and peppers, we actually want to grow them to be about 6 to 8 weeks old before we transplant them out into our gardens, because we want to give them a big head start once the frosts and freezes stop in the spring. This little peat pellet right here has already topped out, and it's going to be another 3 to 4 weeks before it's warm enough that I can plant these out in my garden. So I'm going to uppot them into one of these 3.5-inch square pots. Then we will nest the square pots in one of these 18-count trays so it's easy to carry them around. And the end result will be a beautiful and convenient tray of seedlings just like you see right here. Don't worry, I'll place direct links to all of these items down in the video description if you want them. They make life so much easier. I'll be using a standard bag potting mix to keep things simple, but if you wish you can make your own. I'll link to a video above and down in the video description that will show you how to do that. If you're using a peat pellet like I am right here, the process couldn't be any simpler. The first thing I like to do is remove the little paper at the bottom holding the roots. Many say you don't have to do that, but I find it to be a little restrictive and removing it helps. Then you'll take one of the containers. You will fill it about 1/3 to half of the way full of the potting mix. Then you will nest the root ball inside of that, just like you see right there. And you will cover that up the rest of the way with the mix, leaving the container about 1 inch low because you need a little bit of a lip remaining to water things in later. Then you'll lightly compress things down. Don't press things so hard that you remove all of the air out of the mix, but you do need to eliminate any air pockets, and tamping the little container like this sort of helps that. Then we will insert the tag. But what happens if you have an instance like this, where you overseeded your seedling cells and you have multiple plants germinate? Well, you have to make a decision. Do I want the extra plant? If you do not need the extra plant, you can just snip off the weaker plant, which would probably be this one right here. But if you want an extra plant, you can often separate them, especially when they are spaced generously apart, like these two plants are right here. Because the plants are spaced apart, we can pretty easily place our thumbs in between and just gently but firmly pull them apart, and that will separate the seedlings. Then we can take our containers and fill them with mix, and we can uppot both of them. It's actually a good idea to bury your tomato plants a little more deeply when you do this, because the tomato plants have the ability to root along the stem, and those extra roots that produce along the stem can help make up for any of the roots that you damaged in the bottom. Then make sure that you create an extra plant tag, because now you're a tag short if you separated the seedlings. You don't want to get them mixed up, and that is all there is to do. And finally, what do you do if you just started your seeds in individual transplant trays and you didn't use peat pellets? Well, you do the exact same thing. You just take a plug, like you see right there. You fill up the bottom of your container about 1/3 of the way. You dig a little hole out in there to insert the plug, like so. You backfill it with soil up to the top until it's about 1 inch shy of the lip, maybe 1/2 inch, because you need to leave a little bit of room there for water. And then press everything down nice and neatly, but not too hard. Shake it up, tap the bottom, and insert your tag. The last scenario you may run into is when you have 2 or more seedlings that germinated in a seedling plug. Again, you could either pull these apart like you did those peat pellets, or in this case, this one right here is clearly a runt. So I'm going to take my finger right here and I'm going to pinch that tomato right off. We don't want that. That tomato is ugly. This is clearly the dominant tomato right here. So because this is a little bit of a longer transplant plug, I'm not able to quite put as much soil mix on the bottom. So I'm going to take that, press it down, backfill it just like I did the others. There's no really magic to any of this. It's just all about consistency and making sure that you get proper compaction in all of the individual seedling cells. Tap them to make sure you get all of that air out. And that's really all there is to do, folks. It's that simple. And then we will water the seedlings in with a diluted solution of fish fertilizer and water. And all of these beautiful seedlings that you see right here will go out in my sunroom in front of a sunny window, and they will be ready to transplant out in my garden in about 3 weeks. And that's today's 2-minute garden tip. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell to receive new video notifications, and check out our Amazon storefront and spread shop in the video description for a list of the gardening products I use and awesome custom designed apparel and other gear. Your support is greatly appreciated.